What if there were a way to inspire confidence in your professional abilities, starting from the first moment people came into contact with your brand? What if there were a way to give them the intuitive sense that you're a careful, skilled professional who knows what you're doing, pays attention to details, and probably takes good care of your customers? What if there was something you could do in your marketing to inspire trust from the start? Hi, I'm Mary Dodor Blakeney. I'm an editor, and I'm here to say there is a way. Many people right here on this platform use it all the time, and many don't, and it shows. Let's imagine you're scrolling on YouTube when a video jumps out at you. It seems that an expert in a particular field is explaining something you're curious about. You're so glad you found it. You're just about to click, and then you see it. Maybe it's a misspelling, maybe it's a grammar mistake, a word left out. Could be just a typo. They slip past all of us here and there. But you find yourself passing on that video and moving on because you're having second thoughts about this creator now, and you'd rather wait and see if you can get that information from a source you feel better about. Those little mistakes on our thumbnails, headlines, ads, etc. are maybe the most obvious hit-you-in-the-face things that can make or break that first moment of contact. And it makes sense. If a potential customer finds sloppy mistakes in your written materials, would you blame them for wondering if you also make them in your work? Also, we tend to associate English mistakes with...
Hi, thank you for calling Microsoft. How can I help you?
Hi, I was just on with this side, Jennifer. She was trying to connect a server, an AnyDeck server, to my computer.
All right, ma'am. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to install certain temporary security. I have to talk to the local technician as well here, who is available.
This is your typical Microsoft tech support scam where you're surfing the internet and you get a pop-up on your computer. And it's going to say all these crazy things and really scare the victim into calling out the scammer and hearing their pitch.
Right. So we can avoid a lot of trouble just by making a habit of reading back over our work to make sure it really says what it's supposed to.
Spelling? All you gotta do is use spell check. No little red lines, no problem. Trust the super expert.
Trust the super expert?
Pressurized leak on aisle 2.
You might want to check up on your spell check there. Capitalization in European languages such as English has an interesting backstory. Here's Kevin Stroud from the History of English podcast.
Now, printing may have been more efficient than handwriting, but that didn't necessarily mean that it was easy. The typesetters were literally typesetters. They selected each type or letter and set it in place on the bed of the press. They had to make sure that each letter was spaced properly and turned the right way. They used both capital and minuscule letters, but they needed to keep them separate, so the capitals and minuscules were kept in separate cases or trays. The cases were laid out for easy access, with the case containing the capitals on the top and the case containing the smaller letters on the bottom. And that's actually why we call the capital letters uppercase letters and the minuscules lowercase letters. The uppercase letters were literally the ones in the upper case, and the lowercase letters were the ones in the lowercase.
Really? Punctuation? We got all the words in there, they're in the right order, and they're even spelled right. What are you worrying about now?
Punctuation is an essential part of communication, along with the words we use and the order we put them in.
We don't use punctuation when we talk, so that proves we don't need it when we write either. Hee!
We do use punctuation in speech. Punctuation is essentially the visual representation of our changes in tone and rhythm.
Read it back over. Spelling, capitalization, punctuation. I'll get her for this, you'll see.
Thank you for watching. Good luck with your...
It's time for this video to end merry.